Spaces wants every homeowner to find out about the latest developments in building materials and appliances that can be used for home improvement projects or for major renovations.
That's right, Debbie. And future homeowners, anyone considering building a new home will want to stick around. We've got some great topics for them too.
We do, and it's all right here on Designing Spaces.
Living healthier, smarter, and more economical is part of what Designing Spaces is all about.
Definitely. And today, part of living smarter and more economical is the green factor. Green as in environmentally friendly. Check this out.
So Jason, why is metal considered an environmentally green material?
There's actually several different reasons, and two of the main reasons are, one, the recyclability of the product. This particular panel is made from anywhere between 20 and 60% recycled content. Also, when it's taken out of service, it can be fully recycled. In contrast, asphalt shingles generate approximately 7 million tons of landfill waste every year, or about 3% of total landfill waste. Another reason is it can actually save you up to 40% on cooling costs. And energy efficient coatings, for instance, this particular panel reflects approximately 70% of the sun's energy back into the atmosphere. That in turn keeps your attic space cooler, which makes it easier to cool your home.
What about noise? A lot of folks, when they think of metal roofs, they think of the rain pinging on the roof and keeping them up at night.
Yeah, a metal roof isn't any noisier than any other roofing material. What people are thinking of there is in barns and certain agricultural applications, the material isn't installed on a solid roof deck, it's just open spaces. So that allows the metal to vibrate and make some noise. And in applications such as this, it's rigidly fastened to a roof deck, so the noise isn't a problem.
Rust. Will metal roofs rust?
The technology in the past several years has really improved with regards to rust. These particular panels are actually warranted for 30 years against rust and corrosion. They use what's called a Galvalume coating on the steel panels, which is actually aluminum, zinc, and a little bit of silicone. So your rust isn't a problem with these panels. Even our painted panels use the same type of underlying substrate. So in this case, they're not painted, but they're still warranted for 30 years against rust.
You know, down here in coastal North Carolina, severe weather is certainly a concern. Want to know how a metal roof will stand up to things like lightning, for instance? Will it attract lightning?
No, it doesn't attract lightning any more than any other roofing material. In fact, it can actually help you because it's non-combustible. So if in fact some area of the home was struck or a tree or something, the fact that it's not going to burn can actually be an asset.
Of course, severe rain, heavy winds are also big concerns in a hurricane-prone area. How will a metal roof stand up to those elements?
Yeah, the durability of the product, the wind resistance, is actually one of the biggest benefits for homeowners, and is actually one of the main reasons, especially in coastal areas, people buy this roofing material. This particular roofing panel is rated for the highest wind code in the country, which is a Miami-Dade, Florida wind code, and that actually goes up to 150 miles per hour. Now, there's also various different reasons. Because it is made of steel, you know, it's not going to absorb water, and since it doesn't absorb water, it's not going to, in freeze and thaw cycles, you're not going to have damage. The fact that it's non-combustible, actually in some of the western states, that's a big issue. In wildfire areas, it's not going to catch fire if embers do happen to hit the roof. There's many different reasons, impact resistance, hail, so durability-wise, it's one of the best products you can buy.
What about your old roof? What do you do with that?
Well, in a lot of cases, you can actually install this type of roof right on top of your old roof. So again, that saves landfill rates, can help the environment. In this particular case, though, it's cedar shake, and these had a lot of damage. They're really waterlogged, a lot of mold and mildew. So in this case, we're actually stripping the cedar shake before we put on the new roof. In fact, we can take a closer look at the application.
All right. So Jason, this homeowner has hired a contractor to do the job, but is this something that your average homeowner could do themselves?
It can be somewhat simple, but it actually is best handled by a professional contractor.
Okay, well go ahead and take us through the installation step by step.
Sure. Well, what they did here, the first thing was to actually strip the old roofing material. Then once they did that, which in this case is cedar shake, once they did that, they inspected the roof deck to make sure there's no rot or any damage. Then what they did is applied a moisture barrier on top of the roof deck. And then from that point, what they'll do is start installing some of the trim sections along the eave or the lowest part of the roof. Everything's usually fastened with screws, at which point they'll go and install trims such as the valley trim. And then from that point, they can actually start installing the panels. One thing that makes metal roofing different is when it comes to the job site, everything is pre-cut for the lengths of the roof. And the reason for this is one of these panels would go up in one complete section from eave to ridge. That's one of the characteristics that actually gives it the very good weather resistance. So once the panel is actually put on the roof, this nailing flange here, they actually screw this into the roof deck. Then the subsequent panel will then snap and lock over this panel, concealing all these screw fasteners. And then you do this again, so on and so forth, until you reach the end of the roof section. So it gives it very good wind resistance, very good strength, and it gives it a clean look. You don't see any of the fasteners on the roof.
Now we've got the proud owner of this new roof here with us, Allison Oganowski. Allison, the roof looks great. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Tell me, how did you choose a metal roof?
For lots of reasons. Cosmetically, I like the look of a metal roof. My existing house is looking a little dated with the shake roof, and I think the metal roof makes it look more current.
What about the styles and colors? Did you like the selection?
I went with the standing seam with a natural metal look versus a color, but there are a lot of different colors to choose from, a lot of different styles to choose from.
Here in coastal North Carolina, weather is a big concern. Did that factor into your decision?
Yes, a big concern. I wanted a roof that was very durable. It's a costly endeavor to put on a new roof. The existing shake roof is only 17 years old, and I was actually surprised it had to be replaced so soon. The metal roofs have a long-term warranty with them. They withstand a lot of the weather elements here, and we're coming upon hurricane season, which is a concern for me, and these roofs can withstand 150 mile per hour winds.
Hopefully you won't have to use that.
Hopefully not.
Talk to me about cost and return on investment. Do you feel good about those things?
I do feel good. I talked to a lot of the area realtors here in Wilmington, and they felt their clients would prefer a metal roof over a cedar shake roof. They get concerned with the shake roof because there is less durability over time, and they're hard to maintain. And the cost of a metal roof is about equivalent to putting on a shake roof.
So obviously, Jason, if we're considering building a new home or even remodeling an existing one like we are here, a metal roof looks like an option some of us should be looking at.
Yep, I mean, it can help you save energy. It's going to look great. It even helps the environment.
Sounds like a great value. Thanks so much for joining us today on Designing Spaces.
My pleasure.
You know, it's great to find out about how our homes can be environmentally friendly.
That's right, and on that positive note, it's time to go.
Okay, well, I'm Debbie Marie.
And I'm Michael Yo. Goodbye for now from everyone here at Designing Spaces.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show, or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. Also, be sure to visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.